Hello and welcome to World of Warships. This time I'm sailing in the Arkansas Beta, which is obviously low tier battleship, tier 4. This was while during the hunt for the tier 4 20 kills. I think I already did it at this point, but we were grinding it for my platoon mate or division mate, a wolf career, and we thought to play the Arkansas Beta together. So on the ocean map, which is actually not that great for the Arkansas, since we're slow and don't have that much range. Also, this is a tier 5 battle, so well, yeah. Also, the chat was kinda funny at this point, which is why I started this video early. Anyway, we decided to go north, or at least start out going north, and mostly because, well, we did want to stay near the gap. At least that's my thought at this point. And you'll see me doubt myself, or well, I was not sure about where to point my turrets, because I can point them like I'm pointing them now to the west, but if we are going to sail to the west, I have to point my guns to the north, so that's the other side. And you'll see me screwing around a bit, and at this point I'm committed to pointing my guns north and completely ignoring the ships that will be on the western side. But that doesn't really matter. I can use anyway. And now I actually switch back to the south again. Yeah, I think this is when I completely decide to point north. Yeah, there I say it in the, in the chat. Well, the fun thing about this battle was obviously that we actually pretty much went into a sort of convoy thing along with the Myogi. And we'll have some nice firing together, which was one of the fun things in this battle. And, well, I hope, by the way, that it is all clear. I think I'll make the video a bit brighter, because in game it was actually this map is quite dark, actually. At least for me it is. Anyway, so nothing in range, unfortunately. The good thing is that even though the enemy had 2 carriers, obviously we have 2 carriers as well, both of them are not going for us. They are pretty much only engaging the cruisers that went a bit YOLO. I actually tell them in the chat to come back, because they overextended. And I'm still waiting, along with Wolf, to fire at something. And I designate a target. It will be the Wyoming, which is almost in range. So he'll be the first one to be fired on. And at this point I'm actually looking at Wolf and thinking, well, I'm behind him and I might hit him. I will probably shoot over him, but I really don't like firing over ships. So I'll slow down and move up behind Wolf. So now I'm in a better position, plus the Wyoming is in range, so I'll open fire. And the Arkansas is pretty much like a stock Wyoming, I think. It has 12 guns, 6 turrets. My first volley is, well, I gave too much lead. That Wyoming's probably not going full speed, I think. And I actually asked in the chat, was he sitting still? Because I missed completely. And he didn't move as fast as I thought he would. It's actually quite close to the cap, but then again we are still as well. Anyway, he's turning. So he's turning even more, so yeah, me and Wolf fire at the same time. That's a better hit, 6,600 damage. And yeah, that was an awesome volley. That was 24 shells in there at the same time. But this guy still hasn't gotten enough damage from us, apparently. And he isn't really firing back, at least not effectively. And well, my third turret, which is actually the problem turret, it can only fire fully broadside. So often it's better not to fire it. But that volley actually hit the Wyoming hard enough to be almost dead now. And I'm coming under fire from the Phoenix, so I'm thinking, well, Wolf will probably be able to kill the Wyoming, so I'll fire at the Phoenix. There we go. Boom. Well, that was a full health Phoenix. And the Wyoming is dying as well. Wolf kills him. Yeah. So that was a good start. And I'm actually feeling a bit sorry for the Phoenix, being hit that hard. But yeah, I'll switch to the Karlsruhe and hit him. Well, I over-penetrate with one shell. This Congo could be a problem since he can fire at us from a range where we cannot fire back. And we will never catch him because he's a bit faster than us. Also, there's a minikaze quite close, so at this point we decide to head towards the cap to put pressure on the enemy team, to maybe force them to come closer to reset us. At least that's the hope. Problem is obviously the minikaze that is protecting their base. And the fact that our cruiser that is now sailing into us is not going after him. Which I guess is understandable, but yeah. So this Congo actually moved back into range. Well, back. He moves into range. So we'll fire at him. I don't really hit him. This Karlsruhe for some reason wants to hug me. Well, I couldn't. I did slow down, but the Arkansas cannot do any evasive maneuvers, so well. So I'll switch targets to the Karlsruhe to get him off this field. Volley out. Turn a bit more to fire the off-gun. And I actually citadel him, so that's 8,000 damage less for him. 8,000 hit points less, I mean. The Congo actually turned away now. Guess he had enough. And we are moving even closer to their cap. So, yeah. And I actually asked the cruisers to go into the cap and spot the DT. That's actually the reason why I asked. Another volley at the Karlsruhe doesn't do too much, unfortunately. The other gun as well, but that probably won't do too much.
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
And well, there are more torpedoes, but this Minkazu really wants us, but he isn't. He isn't having the best luck. And fortunately, the Kullberg is going forward, and he might be able to kill the Minakaze. I hope so, at least. While I go into the cab as well, for the reasons I already said, to maybe get the enemy team to come at us, because they are pretty much cowering in the back. At least the battleships are. I mean, they have 3 battleships, and well, one has a kill, but the other 2 I haven't even seen them actually. At least. Well, we saw the Congo. And for the first time the Minakaze actually hits me on my nose. But I just use my heel and nothing too much. It's not that much damage. And I completely miss him, Minakaze I mean. Which is unfortunate, but well, I am an Arkansas Beta. It's quite a inaccurate ship, to be honest.
Torpedoes to starboard. Torpedoes dead ahead.
This Kullberg seems to be having problems shooting at a destroyer, which is unfortunate. And the other 2 cruisers are completely ignoring it. Yeah, at this point I start taunting the enemy to come closer. And actually I went too far to the west as well, so Wolf is actually in a better position at this point. But I wanted to put pressure on the cap, as I said before. And I turn around and start turning my turrets again, pretty much to head back to our cap, because it seems they are finally going for our cap. And we could just win by capping it out here, I think. But, well, I haven't done enough damage yet. That's pretty much my thought at this point. We're taunting the enemy some more, but yeah. We'll continue at this point. So, the Minakaze, I went in out of the cap to stop the cap. The Minakaze is still not dead, so I'll fire at it. But I don't really think... Well, I did hit him, but for some reason didn't damage. So, at this point I'm left with a choice. Still shoot at the Minakaze, but completely ignore the Congo and the Myogi that is in front of me, as well as in New York. So, yeah, you see me like waver a bit, but I'll go for the Congo, because he's going to be broadside to me. At least it seems to be he's turning. The New York completely misses me, which is a good thing. And at this point the Congo actually has a bad angle at me, but I'll fire anyway. Wolf seems to have done quite a lot of damage in his volley. And the Congo starts healing, which is good. That's only more damage I can farm on him, because now he is broadside to me. And I am almost reloaded. Just a few seconds. And this Congo is actually already back at 10,000 hit points. 11,000. But he's broadside on, so all it takes is a citadel. And he's dead. So that's bye-bye Congo. And it seems these 2 battleships are firing HE at me, which is awesome. Because at this range I will probably be quite able to get all the citadels, or at least get pretty high damage rolls, like that. 12,000 damage. He sets me on fire, but I don't really care. And the New York sets me on fire as well. Still don't care, even if it's 2 fires, because I can still repair it, and I do have enough hit points yet. Get into close range, so my secondaries start opening up. Both of them don't give me a good shot, so I'll wait a bit until one of them turns, and the Miyogi does. So I'll fire in his side. That's another good damage roll. And since they are firing HE, I can use my other turret, although it doesn't do much. I can set broadside onto them, they aren't firing AP anyway. I'll start repairing anyway, to get my health back from all the HE damage. And this volley will probably take him out. And there we go, second kill, well third kill, but second battleship down. High caliber medal, pretty cool. So now it's only this New York left for me to kill. Fortunately the Minikaze behind me is still alive. The cruisers were completely unable to kill him. No clue why. It shouldn't be that difficult, but okay. I don't really care. And yeah, that's 19,000 damage to the New York it was, I think. Yeah, fourth kill. And Confederate medal as well, which is nice. And I taunt the enemy a bit as well. But yeah, that was game. So here's the results screen for that game. And I made 270,000 credits, which is okay for tier 4 premium. Though I'm not sure if it actually gives premium credits. I guess it does, but not sure. Anyway, 4,000 something XP, high caliber, devastating strike, and what's it called? Confederate medal, so that's pretty good. 4 kills and 66 hits actually, along with 4 citadels. So lots of fire from a hit for me. Anyway, let's go to the team score. And well, guess I did quite good with 1619 base experience points. 4 kills as well. The carriers actually did quite well. Killed a lot of planes, so that was actually nice. We didn't have to care about the planes this whole game long. While actually the weak point of the Arkansas is that the fact that it is slow, doesn't turn very well, and has no anti-air. So yeah, if the carriers would have focused us, we would have had a pretty difficult game, but they didn't. So we didn't. Yeah. Let's go to the detailed report. And this is why this game is on YouTube now. I actually did over 125,000 damage with a tier 4 battleship, which is amazing in my opinion. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and until the next one.